Who gon' step out me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers, black and white beans looking like pepper.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jackson looking to throw right away. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive. They came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because it's incomplete. That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
That's caught. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 30 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. on first down. This is McCaffrey. Powering forward. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy will throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Justice Hill. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Watch how I react.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Quickly to the air is Wilson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Purdy bootlegging it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Play action, now Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
from 17 yards out.
And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 35 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They go play action here, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Fights through him. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Garrett Wilson. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Rodgers.
At the 9-yard line.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football. And right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if it...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 22-yard line.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And now time has run out on this first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14. Yard or 2 deep. Here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. There's a nice move. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On third down, here's Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. Fourth and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Straight ahead is Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pushes past him. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Wilson. That's complete right side to Lazard. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards. And the Niners use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag. There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Paul on a give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And
down he goes. The 49ers get there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Throwing is Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 16. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Hall. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short,
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Purdy off the play fake. His throw incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Purdy to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he is going to have the Niners first down by a good couple of yards as they will indeed get the conversion there on 4th and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing, Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Purdy to throw.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Here's Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Rodgers throwing here.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One.